Hi there. I just built my Myth Heir team and I wanted to do a quick video about it. This is mainly for like my two friends and maybe my clanmates. If you're watching, that's really cool too, but I'm not trying to become a huge YouTuber or anything, so don't worry about liking, commenting, and subscribing. I just wanted to show my friend the team because we're always talking about stuff like this, and I finally built one after like a really long time, so it was just fun. Um, so this is the team. It's the Myth Heir, created by Face Melter, I guess, on the Deadwood Jedi site. Um, Once you see the team in action, it's honestly amazing. Like all of these people are way smarter than me. I mean, it's crazy just when you see, like the second he stuns, the stun is gonna get instantly cleansed and all of that cool stuff. So let's just take a quick look. These four are must-haves. You've got Tamitha at 274, so that's pretty fast. You've got Eris at 245, that's decently fast. You've got Deacon 185, which if you know what Deacon does, that's like ungodly slow for your Deacon. Like I actually built another one because I do have a Deacon with like 300 speeds that I use in other areas of the game. You've got Seeker at 169, that's really slow, and then it's just like a fill your own DPS at 156. Um, for it to be, well, the reason people like this team so much is because if you have pretty good gear, it's a one key ultimate nightmare, all affinities, and it's completely full auto. It's not like those manager teams where you need to like be sitting there kind of doing the first few turns yourself until it lines it up. Um, so that's kind of why everybody's been switching to it. But like it says here, it is difficulty hard. I didn't think it was too bad. I've been playing for about a year. I'm mostly free to play. Like I've probably spent not even, $100 or something. Maybe like 75 bucks or something. Like if you look through my champs, I'm extremely fortunate enough that I have Taurus, I have Hefrek, I have some good people, but I mean, if you scroll down here, this is all the champs I have to 60, so it's by no means a crazy account or something. I do play daily, farm everything, try to do the best I can. I've beaten all Doom Towers on hard. Um, I can do all the dungeons just fine, everything like that. I do Iron Twins 15. But this was my first attempt at doing a clan team. So if you're kind of earlier in your progression than me, it's probably going to be a little harder for you. It might be like a two key and not a one key, but depending on where you're at, that might be a huge improvement for you, and that might be totally fine. I wasn't sure if mine was going to one key. I was like thrilled that it did. So let's just take a look at the builds and everything and see what we can do. My clan recommended that I use Geomancer DPS because for full affinity friendly, it's recommended that you use a force DPS because or else your Eris will get stunned on the green spirit affinity because she's red, she's weak to spirit, and then that's gonna kind of mess up your whole thing that you've got going on here. So I just asked my clan, I'm a sheep, and they were like, use Geomancer, and I was like, okay, because they know I have like 5 Geomancers, so there are plenty of Geomancers to go around. I have a Geomancer built for Iron Twins. Obviously, I don't want a Geomancer with 156 speed for Iron Twins, so I had to build a different one, which is fine. It's just an epic, hopefully you have it, hopefully you have multiple, but I know the RNG in this game, some people aren't blessed like that. I know, there are common epics I still don't have. I don't have like Doom Priest. I just got a lore recently, so trust me, I know how it is. So let's look at the builds. It's definitely the type of thing where obviously the speeds need to be exact. That's the most important, but you do want to get, as much crit rate, as much attack, because all of these champs, their damage is based on attack, even though, Seeker's like a defense champ. He's actually attack based. So you do want to pump those numbers up as much as you can because, especially if you're trying to make it a one key. So we'll go in here and look. Here's Myth. She's obviously the thing the whole team is based around. She's going to be applying black damage to all of us, and that's sort of the theme of the team. Apparently, I'm missing one book here, but obviously, all of these champs, you need their abilities fully booked if it's integral to the way the team is working. So, like, you've got Deacon and Seeker kind of boosting your speeds and turn meters. So obviously that's super important. Those need to be booked or the whole thing's not going to work. And then obviously her ability needs to have the max cooldown or else it's not going to work. Everybody is fully mastered. Some of, like, I don't know. I left some of them blank because, like, yeah, I guess I should just do the buff extension one. But yeah, like, obviously I can't do this because, you don't want anything sort of messing up your speed here. So some of my masteries are a little bit scuffed. So I do have her in triple speed because she's got to be 274, which is pretty fast. And depending on where your count is at, that might be really fast. That might be the fastest champ you've ever built. I could not get crit rate, crit damage at all with this stat, with that much speed. So I kind of just put as much attack on as I could. I think it's like attack chest, attack gloves. I couldn't get anything going with crit rates. It worked out anyway. Obviously, you need, some decent speed rolls. I have trouble here. At the very least, everything is like a double. Speed boots, obviously. I don't even think the banner is that good. I didn't even get a speed roll on the banner. Apparently, I didn't bother leveling the ring. So, just do what you can. The speed is what you're getting for what you're going for. If you can get some extra rated damage on there, go for it. Because, I mean, my gear, look at my gear. It's not amazing. This is all rare, terrible rolls here. Like, HP, like, please. Horrible. So, it's not the best. And then next, we've got Deacon. He's essential. Like I said, I have a Deacon. And I built another Deacon because I don't want my other Deacon like that. He only needs 185, so this one wasn't super bad. So here we are. We got our 185 speed. We got 100% crit rate. We got 166% crit damage, which isn't very good. We got 3,500 attack. It's okay. He does have over 200 accuracy because he is applying decreased defense with his A2. So you definitely want to make sure that you're applying that ability because if you don't have the decreased defense applied, it's reducing your damage output so much. Obviously, the turn meter boost, the speed tune is relying on it, so we got to get that. I guess I missed a book here. It's just the buff debuff champs on the leech, so I said screw it, we don't need that. We're not taking damage. And let's see what we have here. Crit rate, accuracy, crit rate, some speed, attack percent. It's definitely a random hodgepodge of gear. A lot of it's 5-star, not a super duper cool and amazing or anything, but we did what we could here. Everything's not leveled yet. Oh, I guess I didn't even bother leveling the crit damage. So we'll get another 14% out of there, so that's not bad. I think I'm just waiting for like another artifact enhancement event or something. Just try to min-max everything. Again, masteries. And everybody's got kind of the same thing. For CB, you want to go down this side. The left here increases damage when attacking with full HP. We're never taking damage, so that's great. It increases damage by 6%, attacking targets with higher max HP. Increases damage of the default skill up to 10% every time we use it. And then, of course, War Master is huge. If you don't have everybody mastered, don't have War Master, it's going to be a lot less. And then I went down, support side, get a little more accuracy again, more accuracy again. This doesn't even matter on CB, better chance of placing debuffs. So, and that's pretty much the same on all of these champions. You know, you want to avoid anything that's going to mess with your speed tune, like Lore of Steel, like Cycle of Magic, because those are all going to mess it up. So just avoid those. Oh yeah, like this. Oh wait, no, I guess he doesn't cast buffs. But yeah, definitely you want to avoid anything that's like turn meter, cooldown reduction, you know, because that's going to mess up the whole thing. Next we've got Eris, and she's, you know, she's the other half of the name, so she's important. She does have to be at 245, which is decently speedy. And it's highly recommended that you get her into a toxic set, which is the one that has a chance to apply poison when she attacks. And it's really good on this champ because she has a passive. She counterattacks the attacker when an ally is attacked. It has a 1-turn cooldown, so she's only going to do this once every time the clan boss attacks. But she's attacking, and she's got toxic set on, so she might place a poison. And then on her actual turn, she's going to attack, and she might place another poison. So this is actually, at the end of it, my Seeker, my Eris, and my Geo all have about the same amount of damage, which is 20 million. So it definitely adds up. I was actually shocked at how much just a toxic set did. And then I was fortunate enough, you know, I've got a 2-star Phantom Touch on her. It's not amazing or something. But definitely, I mean, when you're talking about an extended clan fight, 15% chance of inflicting bonus damage. This, you know, attack plus 300. This is all adding up. And, you know, if I didn't have this, maybe it wouldn't be a 1-key. Because mine is, you know, cutting it pretty close. And then obviously, if I see these upgrades in the shop for her, I'm going to insta-buy them, you know, and just lock this team down even more. So she's in the toxic set. She's got 245 speed. I did what I could with the crit damage. She's got 77%. 233%. She doesn't need any accuracy because toxic set doesn't need accuracy, and she's not doing anything else. So yeah, we got her 3k attack. Again, you know, it's not amazing. People with better gear than me are going to have her at 100% crit rate. They're going to be doing better, but you know, just do the best you can. And even like I had to use a resistance banner because it's the only place I got a halfway decent speed roll. So, you know, it's definitely not perfect. Like ideally, you know, we'll change this out at some point for an attack banner, and I can get this resistance banner on one of my champions who actually benefits from resistance. So, not perfect, but there it is. Next is Seeker. And this is like definitely one of my better builds, I would say. And I'm also fortunate enough, I do have the 3-star cruelty on him. So it's overall it's decreasing the clan boss defense up to 10%. He's getting attack plus 400. So this is helping your whole team because you know, you're decreasing the clan boss's defense. So I'm fortunate enough that I have this. Again, probably would not be a 1-key for me if I didn't have this. And then, I don't know, his masteries are weird too. You know, obviously go down this tree here. But over here, I was like stuck because I don't want any of these ones that mess with the speed, right? And then if you go here, you know, it's all this placing debuff stuff, but none of it affects provoke, which is the debuff that Seeker applies. So actually all of this is useless for him because you can't extend a provoke debuff, you can't increase the chance of placing a provoke debuff. So probably I'll just redo the whole darn thing and take him down defense or something. I don't know. But so doesn't need to be perfect. Make sure you got the War Master. Everything I did fully book because he does a lot of damage. So, you know, I definitely fully booked out the A1. You need the tailwind because you're filling the turn meter of your allies by 30%. So that is necessary. Passive doesn't take any bucks. And yeah, so this one is a lot slower. So Myth Heir, these are pretty fast. But I think on Deacon, on Seeker, on your damage dealer, I think you you can be getting these 100% crit rates. You can be stacking attack because these speeds are forgiving. So my Seeker, he's at 169, which is what we need. He has 4,670 tech. That's pretty good. He's overkilled on crit rate. This always happens to me. I either have not enough or I have like 115%. He's got 254%. He doesn't need accuracy because we're not placing a provoke on the clan boss. This is all just sort of naturally through Great Hall and stuff like that. But yeah. I mean, he definitely has some good pieces. Like this is really good, but it's in kind of weird set. It's in protection, so that's like the perfect type of item that I'm looking for my clan boss team, because probably I wouldn't really use it on any of my other attack champs just because the set is so weird. I'd be trying to get them in something else. Triple crit damage. I'm sorry, crit rate, crit damage, attack percent. That's perfect. Crit rate, crit damage, a little speed that I can glyph. Crit damage, gloves, and curing. I guess I was lucky enough to get like attack percent roll. Which isn't as good as crit damage, but it could be worse on the Sand Devils upgrade. This has attack percent, crit rate, attack percent, chest. It's got speed, HP percent, crit damage, crit rate. It's not amazing. Some of it. I mean, like stuff like this, that's really good, but some of this other stuff isn't. It's not perfect or anything. And like I said, this speed is so low. You can definitely pump up these other numbers because 169 is so slow, right? When you're building your teams for Hydra and Dungeon, you're never building someone that slow. So this is your chance to have fun, stack some damage, and go for it. And then last, we're using the DPS. Like I said, my clanmates noticed that I have like a billion Geomancers. So they recommended me to use a second Geomancer, and then obviously I have one like I said, like this is built for like Iron Twins and stuff with all the 500 accuracy and all that stupid stuff. So we're gonna go down here. Here's my number 2 Geomancer, and honestly, he's supposed to be my DPS, but my Seeker is actually built better than him. So like I said, my Seeker, my Geo, and my Iris are kind of all doing the same amount of damage, and I don't really care, as long as we're hitting what we need. So this one is not super amazing because I did have to use speed boots. Ideally, I want these to be attack percent with maybe like a double speed roll, triple speed roll, something like that. And then we can glyph it and get back up to our 156 speed, which is like nothing. So yeah, using speed boots on somebody who only needs 156 is kind of a tragedy. But yeah, so someday I will get, a build that works better for it, and it'll be great. But right now we have like 4,200 attack, which is amazing. We're meeting the crit rate. We've got 287% crit damage, which is like kind of a lot. And then obviously, Geo, he's famous for his quicksand grasp. So, which is, you're placing HP burn weaken. You do want to be placing that. So I do have 245 accuracy. You only need 230, I think, for clan boss. So it's pretty generous, when you're thinking about your Iron Twins Geomancer, something like that. So yeah, just make sure you've got the accuracy because, obviously weaken is increasing your whole team's damage. So that's important. But yeah, my goal for him is definitely get rid of these speed boots, get him into attack percent. And the accuracy is, it's pretty chill. Like I just did, basically I've already got 80 here in the Great Hall. And so all I really needed was like, maybe an accuracy roll here. I didn't even get a double accuracy roll on his rare thing. We got like 30 accuracy here. We've got 40 from the perception set. We've got 80 in our Great Hall. We've got whatever the base is, so we're basically already there just from, I've got like one accuracy roll. You don't really need anything crazy to hit 245. I think you guys are definitely going to be fine. So this is my quote unquote DPS, even though he's, regularly getting out damaged by my Seeker and Eris and stuff. I'm sure you guys will build it. Will build it better than me. Um, and yeah, I guess yeah, that's the team. So a couple things to note. We go into the clan boss. Apparently, I don't even have a key, so that's a struggle. Um, we can still look at it elsewhere. Oh, I don't have a key here either. I just keep clicking on things I can't even do. Spirit key, perfect. Okay, so your team. Do make sure that you're on the Dead Boy Jedi website. Make sure you're reading. He has these helpful notes for everybody. Must set A2 as priority, A3 priority 1. Eris, A2 priority 1. Deacon, make sure you set A1 as opening skill. Because if you do even one of these things wrong, it's not going to work. And that's kind of what I was worried about. I totally thought that between everything you need to know to do, the builds, the speed tuning, the masteries, the team setup, I was sure. I was like, I'm going to mess this up. Somewhere in here. And yeah, but fortunately everything worked out. And it is consistently a one key for me. I think I've run this like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times by now. But it does consistently output a comfortable amount of damage over the 70.2 or whatever you need for one key Ultimate Nightmare. Ultra Nightmare. I don't really have that many awakenings. I'm sure there are, people with more awakenings. That stuff is super helpful. If you can get Phantom Touch on people, get Cruelty on one person. Like, I would love to just get, like, Phantom Touch on the rest of my team. That would be great. But yeah, here is the run. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.